Good day, everyone. It's been a long time I upload videos, but it's good to be back. And I'm sure you must have all missed me. Thank you so much for always being there because without you, I won't be here. I've been working on a lot of content and then I'll be uploading them one after the other. I hope you guys will look out for it. In today's video, we'll be talking about decision making. Based on my experience, decision making sometimes actually make or destroy you. I have make some decisions or reach some resolution in life that I feel that if I had known some things before reaching those conclusions, I would have made a better decision or I reached a better conclusion or resolution. So I think this video will be worth it if you're able to watch it to understand the procedure or the steps you need to take before you involve yourself in any decision making. If you're like me and you have made bad decisions in the past, and you wish you had someone to tell you how to go about making decisions so that you can make a better decisions, this video is for you. So there are three major process of making decision or decision making. We have issue framing, we have intelligence gathering, we have choices. For the first one, which is issue framing, it just simply says that you should have a thinking frame, like you have a frame of a picture. So it covers a particular scope of work, that this is what I want to do. Put it in a clear terms, in a codified form, in a written form, and then make it something that, okay, this is exactly what I want to do. So it's around this. It boils down to this. Okay, for example, let's say you want to make decision on education. Okay, I want to school outside the country. Now you are making decision about higher tertiary institution. Okay, it's educational. That means the process is decision making is about education. Then you now put it into a frame that which school do I want to go to? Do I want to go to public or private university? Okay, how do I go about it? Do I want to school in Nigeria or school outside the country? Okay, let's put exactly what I'm talking about here. The issue framing. That's one. Why framing your issues is essential that you put a factor into consideration, the rationale behind making such framing such issue or making such decision. What is the reason behind it? Is it that the money I have for this project is not so much, so I need to make this decision around the money? Or is it that, okay, the people I need to meet to help in doing this, they don't have this, they don't have that? So you have to put that into consideration before you talk about issue framing. I think the number two factors under this process of decision making is intelligent gathering. When you're talking about intelligent gathering, means you shouldn't be too confident of yourself. Don't be confident of yourself. You have to rely on people who have made success in that area you want to involve yourself in. For example, maybe you were in school, you were selling goods, people were patronizing you, spending underwears, nightwear, and then you were calling business guru, gold this and that, and then you are feeling too cool that when you come into the real market, that you are it's just a done deal. No, you don't do it like that. You have to meet people who have been established in that area. That is what is called intelligent gathering. If you want to go into academics, meet people, go and check, read about profiles of people who have done well in academics or in your area or your area of interest, how they've done it. Consult people in your area, get materials, attend conferences, workshops, trainings that will help you to be able to actually define that your decision before you go into it. There's no way you can say that knowledge is hidden again. It is everywhere. You can go to Google, speak to it if you can type, and then it will answer you because you also have a voice records. So it's something you can easily get information on. Like if you don't want to go to the aspect of high level by going to conferences, workshop training, or maybe you have to go for the paid one. You don't need to invest so much. Just get a phone. Everybody has an Android phone. Go to Google. Google will give you information. You go to YouTube, go to WhatsApp, go to Facebook. So many social media platforms, you get information from there. Then the third aspect, which is very important, is your choice. Now you have gathered information. You've had your issue framed. Then you have gathered information. Then how do you make your decision? The final, you have the resolution maybe made. That's what we are talking about in this third stage. That means you have to select a particular option among all the options you have for yourself. And that's what we're talking about. Is that option that the choice you made now that will now make you, or actually the other way around. So we have to be mindful of the third stage, which is choices. When you're considering that choice making, it is essential you relate it back to issue framing. That is the why. Why did I actually involve myself in all these stages? It's because I want to look for a suitable option for my issue that is framed in the first point. So you link that with it and be able to come up with exact and perfect option for your issue. And that's exactly what we're talking about. I think I want us to also understand that when you are linking your choice with your issue frame, then you have to link it with the intelligence gathered. And in doing so, that means you have to pick the best of all the intelligence you have gathered, the one that actually applies to the issues you have framed. Because you can't just involve yourself in if everybody is perfect in their different feel that you were able to gather information from, you can't actually pick all of them. You have to pick the one that applies to the issues you are facing. A clear example, a student that wants to run a business, I want to go and be gathering information from those students outside the country that have run business, similar business, while they were working. Not forgetting the fact that he or she actually schooled in Nigeria. So you have to apply the situation to your current issue frame and to your society before you can come up with a perfect choice. Another last point, which I feel is not really a solid point, but I think it's also essential for us to have a better understanding about that, is that you can actually consult feedbacks, reviews, experiences of people in that area that you want to involve yourself, so that you could be able to guide against the pros and cons. You know where they did well, you know where they failed to do well, or where you feel you can come in and you can do exceptionally different from the way they did their things. So it's also important we take note of reviews, the feedbacks of people in that area. Another important part of decision making is the sources of knowledge. I'm sure we know that holistically you can get knowledge from different sources when making decisions. The first thing I think the best that you can seek your decision is through God. Seek his face. Call upon him. Let him know what you intend to do and let him guide you through. Because if you do that, it makes your task easier. Then number two, you can actually study the word through the Bible. The Bible will reveal to you the truth, and then you know how to go about your decision making. Then the third place you can seek for knowledge is your role models, mentors, parents. But please take note of one thing. Don't seek advice from people you cannot switch position with, that you don't want to be in their position. If you are picking that, you make sure that it's people that you hold in high esteem and you wish to be in their position someday. There are other sources of knowledge that you need to also consider when involving yourself in decision making. But however, these other sources, they are sources that you need to be careful about, because if you go into it, it can either make or destroy you. First one is friends, that's peer groups. The advice might not be good enough for you, and it could be good, it could be useful, so you should be careful about it. Then the second one is social media, is another one, and that's the Twitter, the Facebook, it's what they want you to know about them or what they want you to hear that they actually show us. So you need to be careful about it. And then the third one is talking about media generally. That's on TVs, online, on books. When people even read books and art books with their day-to-day life, that could actually be something that could either make or destroy us. So they could be good or bad. So we should be careful about such sources of knowledge. If you have made bad decisions, the best thing for you to do is remedies. What is the remedy? Solution to it. The best solution for it is to go back to where we started from. For you to know that you have made bad decisions, that means you have found a diagnosis to your problem. Some people don't know they've made bad decisions. That's why they are still stuck. Once you know you are stuck, you have made it, go back to the situation all over again. Go back to issue framing, to gathering of intelligence, then to your choice making, and then now go back to the place of what? Checking people that have failed in that area and how they bounce back. They said Coca-Cola, how many times did they try before people started buying it? They said at the first they sell very little, and then later it becomes a drink for everybody in every country. So that means you can fail 99 times. But you knowing that you have made the bad decision, you have failed, and looking for solution is what matters most now. So I think the best place to first seek solution is first go back to the place of God. Like the Bible says, seek ye first his kingdom and his righteousness, and every other good thing will be added unto you. If you do that, then repeat the exercise you have said, which is issue framing, the intelligence, and then choices. Then check how people that have failed in what you want to do have bounced back. Then you know how to actually resolve your decision, your bad decision. I think that will be all in this video. I hope it has been informative, insightful, and then you've been able to learn one or two things. And then my advice to you is, if you have made bad decisions like I have done in the past as well, is for you to make amends. And then you can take your time to watch it over and over again to see how you can actually right your wrong. If you stay to the end of this video, thank you very much. I hope to see you in my next video. Bye for now.